I kind of likened the sound that was made then. I make a car analogy. I know there's some other car buffs on the panel here. The cars in the 60s. I liken what he did, the pureness of the power, the microphone, and then the speakers that he chose, the big horns and the diaphragms. We're talking pure basics here, and the big bass. I liken that to what a car was in those days when you had a big engine in a 60s car. And between your foot and that carburetor was a very simple linkage. That's all it was. A simple linkage right to the gas and the power. It was that pure, like driving an old car. And those systems were pure. And those singers and their emotion was able to come through with all the pureness that those artists possessed. And you had to be good. You had to be really good. Nowadays, you can fudge a lot of stuff with a fancy console. You can put people on pitch, one thing or another. But when Richie Havens came out and started the Woodstock Festival and set the tone for the day and the whole rest, and we had worked for Richie a lot, we knew him. He was a genuine man. When he talked to the audience between sets, it wasn't that rote stuff that you hear performers, when you run a show, do the same thing every time. With Richie Havens, every discussion with the audience between a song was new and real. He was real. He sang, and his voice came through on that beautiful system. The whole place settled down, and we knew what we were in for. He set the tone for 3 or 4 days of what was about to happen. And the same with Hendrix at the end. And I'm standing there waiting to do my job, which is collect the microphones, it's almost over. And I'm standing there waiting, and there is Jimi Hendrix playing the Star-Spangled Banner. Well, I think it was probably one of the only times I completely forgot my job, my responsibility, and I just watched and listened like everybody else did. I mean, Bill, what have you done? It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
You're welcome.